Oh, me again, driving again. So it's Monday, and I'm looking at my schedule and going through what the week's going to look like. And I see on my schedule there's a client. I have to do an ad for an annual that we do pretty much every year, annual magazine. So it's on the books for today. So I look back and looked for the old InDesign file to see if I had the right specs. And I looked back and I didn't have it on this one drive, so I looked into another drive and I found it, and I realized that on this very day 1 year ago I was doing the same thing. Different ad, of course, same client, and I date the file so I knew it was the same exact day. I said, whoa, that's something, isn't it? And I just got curious for a minute, and I looked back and I saw that 10 years ago, day before this one actually, but just about the same day, I was doing the same assignment for the same client. I was like, holy crap. And I looked back a little bit farther, and it actually went back 17 years from the first year I started working with them. And it hit me kind of hard, and I said, whoa, like, really? Like, every year clicks by, and on this day or thereabouts, I am doing the same exact thing for the same client. And listen, I am grateful. I keep my clients for a very long time. Whatever, we build relationships, and I'm there for them for a long time. That's great. But it really struck me that for the past 17 years, which was the year that my second daughter was born, I have been doing pretty much the same thing on this same date for this particular client. And listen, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to help them for this long, and to really, they're good people, and I like that. But it struck me pretty hard to say, well, geez, what the heck else am I doing routinely? And that doesn't mean there's no creativity, but it means I'm kind of doing the same thing every day across years. And that struck me as being kind of a problem. Like, what could I be doing instead of what I am doing? And again, I don't mean this in a creative context necessarily. I mean this in terms of, am I really that dialed in to where I'm kind of just a part that executes a task in some ways? And it made me think a little bit about my own business, my own life, how every day and every week starts to look after a while. It's insidious, because I'm, I'm in a pretty good spot. But I think I could use a little mix-up, a little bit of a challenge. And I think what I really wanted to extend, because I was also thinking, well, if this client is also doing this same annual, it's a good annual, you want to be in it. But what else could they be doing? Like, have we fallen into a routine? And then you extrapolate that further and you say, well, has my entire life fallen into a routine in some ways? And from the point of, doing what I do as a brand writer and a business consultant, I extend this out to you if you happen to come across it, and say, well, what has your business been doing routinely? Even if they do it well, even if it works for them, what have you been doing routinely as a business owner for a very long time? And I guess the second part of that is that really meeting the needs of your customers, whose needs may change? And you might not be getting those people because you're doing the same thing and you're known for that, and that's great. But maybe there's more. Maybe there's something different. Maybe you can inject some energy into what you do. And again, I'm speaking to you as much as I'm speaking to me. So I don't know, that's my Monday thought. If that maybe gets something rolling in your head, terrific. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Always happy to talk and happy to help. Anyway, GoPro, stop recording.